Hey guys, Derek here with PaPaVille O-Gauge Trains. I wasn't planning on doing a video this week, but I decided what the heck, let's do one. So come on along. Alright, so as I said in the intro, I wasn't planning on doing a video this week because I had a lot going on. I did the Wheaton train show, the Great Midwest Train Show in Wheaton, Illinois, DuPage County Fairgrounds, and yeah, it was okay. I mean, it started off a little slow. At this time of year, there's a lot less vendors that are there. I actually kind of got lucky because the guy next to me didn't show up. So instead of my normal 2 tables, I expanded out to almost 4 tables, like 3.5, and then the guy behind me took the other half of his tables. Met a lot of fantastic people, as always. James came up from St. Louis. He brought me a little nice gift, bought some cool stuff. I'm going to be showing that in a little bit. And I actually, I think I might have spent more money than I made. It's one of those type of train shows. Okay, so let's get right to it. The first things I'm going to show you, I got a couple of pieces of items that I had ordered through the week. So the first item is, oh, if you look over my shoulder, I'm slowly working on, these are just here temporarily. I have the elevated area that's going to go around. Let's start at the beginning. So this area right here is going to be a kind of like a entertainment district, maybe you might want to call it, hotel. There's a Starbucks over there, and my Arby's is here. There's going to be a nice big parking lot there. And then that whole section back there is going to be the amusement park. I did a real light mock-up. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but basically there'll be a walkway area through here. This is going to be the entrance. And then I'm going to put a second bridge right about, maybe right somewhere in this general area. This is only going to be for cars. I'll put some lights on it, and then I'll have an intersection here so they can go this way over to the parking lot for the amusement park and the hotels and stuff, or they can head all the way back this way. There's going to be a residential area across the back there. So yeah, just a quick little update. I'm going to have some type of a retaining wall right here, but this is going to be a kind of like an amusement park train. It's just going to do a dog bone style loop around through here. So we'll be working on that, and you guys will be getting to watch me over the next couple of few months. I'm going to kind of take my time on it. So, but this piece right here is something that I got for that. So let's start with invoice on something that I probably paid more than I should have, but I needed it. That goes in the trash. And here it is. So the other things I'm going to be doing is, so right now, what I call my main loop just goes around the perimeter of the entire layout. One of the changes I'm going to make is, once it gets over to that corner where it starts heading that way towards the old amusement park, I'm going to have it go straight, do a loop around the town area, and then come back over. So you're going to get to see the train moving around through town a little bit. And to do that, I needed some type of a crossover. Now, the more and more I looked at it, it'd probably be smarter to use a 90-degree crossover, but I don't know, there's just some, excuse me, there's something about the 90-degree crossover that I don't know why I don't care for. So instead, and this is in crappy condition, I'm not happy with the condition of this. It's got a little rust. I'll have to clean it up. I got a 45. Yeah, I'll have to definitely put a comment on this seller, because he said like new condition. Like new doesn't have rust on it, guys. And on top of that, if you're selling on eBay, ship your stuff like within a day or two. It took the guy 5 days to actually get this shipped, and then it, because of the good old mail, it took a lot longer to even get here. All right, next item. Enough of my complaining. So this is from my pal Terry of Terry O-Gauge Trains. We'll put it up there. Terry and I worked out a little deal where I needed a, I have down here, I've got this M10,000 that the motor was pretty much fried on it, and I just flat out didn't have the time to where I'd even get a chance to even look at it for quite a long time. So I contacted Terry because he knows the March stuff really well. Said, hey, think you can fix this for me? You know, we'll work out. I'll send you some merchandise. I'll send you some money, whatever you'd like. So this is the finished product. So what he did, oh, that's kind of cool. So what he did is he agreed with me that the motor was basically fried. He happened to have another motor that he happened to have, unless this is something different. No, this is, I think this is the motor. So, because on here, on this bubble wrap, it says Derek Fadden 1 million mile award, unless this is the package I sent to him. Yeah, this is, I just recently became a 1 million mile safe driver through my company. This was what I sent to him, but it does says a surprise, oh, it says the surprise inside of here. Okay, so this is the motor. So what he ended up doing was he had another motor, and he basically switched out, boy, he's got this wrapped up really nice. He switched out, come on, out you come. He switched out the wheels that I had on it. So we have a nice fresh looking motor. This is a very nice looking motor. Hey Google, turn the train transformers on.
Okay, turning on transformer.
Ooh yeah, and it rocks and rolls too. Got a little juice to it. Yeah, works in both gears. Well, it's a nice strong motor. Hey Google, turn the train transformers off.
I can't find anything playing right now.
I said, hey Google, turn the train transformers off.
Sure, turning transformer.
There we go. It's funny, when I make mistakes, she corrects me with an Australian accent. So, Terry from Terry Strange Down Under, do you have anything to do with that, buddy? Okay, and so, if this is what I think, he mentioned something about this. And so I think this might be what he was talking about. So let's take a look. And yes, it is. Okay, this is a really cool little thing. So now on these March trains, or at least with these superliners and stuff, and some of the passengers, like the M10,005 and the M10,000 here, the way that the cars hook together is you got a pin that you raise up, and you slide this in here, and then you drop that pin down in. And the way it works is the pin gets a little bit wider, and it drops down into this little hole that's right here. So what this is this is a latch. So I can take this engine, put this little piece in there, like so. Come on, there you go. You gotta kind of do this blind, so it's a little tricky sometimes. Okay, so that's dropped in there. Oh, I didn't catch it in there. Let's try this one more time. There you go. Come on, there you go. Okay, so that drops in there. I think I got it correct this time. Yes, so that locks in there. So now I can hook a freight car to this, or another type of passenger car that uses tab and slot couplers. So it's a nice little thing. I believe that he got turned on to this by Ben's Trains, B-E-N-Z Trains. He knows his March stuff quite well. And of course now I can't get it out. So Terry, I'm not gonna put this motor in here yet because I have still a lot of cleaning to do on this guy. I gotta clean the wheels and stuff, but that's something that won't take me too long at all. And I have to wrestle with this there we go, to get it out. And then the other thing that I have to do is the observation car has a light in it, and unfortunately the wire for this light is fried. It's all the coating on it's just all disintegrated, so I got to replace that wiring in there. And then I don't know if you guys can see this very well. I'll zoom in on it. We got some rust on here, and then there's a little piece of insulation that goes on this axle right here, and the insulation, it almost looks like it's cobwebs and stuff, is fried. So I have to redo that insulation. I'm just going to actually take a little piece of tubing, cut a slot in it, slide it over the top of that, and we'll get that all fixed up. So that is actually going to be next Saturday's project, because that's something that shouldn't take very long at all. Okay, so now we are going to go, let's put that over there, I won't lose that. Okay, so now I'm going to real quickly go to James is from the St. Louis area, and he had sent me a message. He says, hey, I'm coming to my first train show. And why he would come all the way up to the Chicago area for his first train show when there's always a lot down in the St. Louis area. But I really appreciate him coming to visit me. He popped by the booth a couple of times, and then just before he left, he got a lot of stuff. He got some really good buys. I think it was him and his friend. I think he had a really good time. Like I say, he bought a lot of really nice stuff, but he brought me a little gift. And this thing is cool. And it's small, very small. So which piece is which? I'm gonna open these up in the correct order. So this is a little miniature wind-up. N scale-ish, and it doesn't have a key to it. I'll figure that out. And the underside, the axle is a little crooked, so I'll have to figure out how to get that fixed. But I do want to get this thing working. It's not designed actually to go on track, although I do notice the rear wheel has a rubber to it, where the front wheel is just all steel. And it's even got a tiny little bell on that. This thing is so cool looking. And then on top of that, it's got the matching tender. So look at that. I can only zoom in so far, so hopefully you guys can see this. I love the green color to it with the yellow striping. It is Ranger Railroad. So if there's anybody out there that really knows much about this, if you could let me know, it'd be great. I mean, but it's cool. It's going to be a forever keeper going up on my. I got a special little display case over here that's going in there, and it's going to stay in there until I'm dead and in the ground, and my kids do whatever they're going to do with my train stuff. That's up to them. That'll be their problem. Let's put that right there. Okay, jumping forward. Bobby, down in Florida, I got a special surprise for you. I know how much you love the Florida East Coast. I'm being very careful because unfortunately, this was the last item I picked up to clear off of my table when I was closing up today, and I dropped it. So the front, these trucks are a little banged up a little bit, and they'll probably fall off if I pick it up. But you're a wizard at fixing stuff, so you'll easily fix this. But look at how nice this is. I'm thinking this is probably Williams, just because of the fact that it fell apart so easy. I've had a lot of Williams boxcars. I got some Chicago Westerns, and they just fall off the plastic frame so easily. But yeah, it's neat looking. I like it a lot, and Bobby, I hope you're gonna like it too. And the other two items that I'm sending you for the Alice Chalmers transformer car that you sent me, and this will be hopefully I'll get my crap together tonight and get it boxed up. I'll drop it off in the post office. If not, it's going out next Monday because I'm leaving to go to work. Oh, see what I mean? Look at that. Just fell apart. But it's weird. It's not actually broken. I don't think it's broken, but I don't know. I know that you'll be able to fix that. You're a wizard with stuff like that. So let's put this over here. Okay. Next thing I got, and here again, this, oh, I still got my vendor badge on. Just noticed that. They give us these little different colored badges to wear. Badges, we don't need no stinking badges. Should I put it up there? I did it before. Why not?
We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges.
Okay.
I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
So, the guy that was at the booth next to me, never seen him before. It's the first time that I've seen him there. He says he comes there like maybe once or twice a year, but he's always in a different location. And he just got one table. It was him and his wife. And he brought in a bunch of bins and he just started piling up rolling stock. No passenger cars, no tankers, all box cars and like hoppers and stuff. Well, I got a friend out west that he's decided he wants to start getting some chassis stuff. I happened to walk by the guy's booth. I'm like, and everything on his table was in between $10 and $15. And he had 7 of these, but 3 of them were a little bit larger sized and a different shade. So I sent a picture to my buddy. I'm like, hey, you want me to grab them for you? And he said yes. So here's what I ended up getting. This nice chassis system, B&O. Is this, would you consider this a tanker or a hopper? I would call this a hopper. It's got all the drains on the bottom, and it's got a little bit of a dirt, like fingerprint smudges and stuff on it. But at $15 for these, you couldn't go wrong, because there was that one. There was this one. There was this one. And finally, this one. So they had 4 of them. Couldn't pass it up. So here again, Dusty, these will be coming out. Like I say, if I get around to, it's getting a little late. I still have a ton of stuff I got to do. So hopefully I can get the shipping done on these. But if not, and I know you're in no big rush, and you guys, both you and Bobby, are patient. So if they don't go out today, they'll go out next Saturday morning. So the final items that I picked up, let's push these down just a little bit without knocking them off the table. Okay, so the final items, James from St. Louis showed me some of these stuff he got. He got a really nice pre-war Marks Commodore Vanderbilt. I love my Vanderbilts. And he's like, yeah, this guy down on the table, $10. I'm like, what? And he also got a New York Central tender with it. I'm like, what? $10? I'm like, where's this table? So I rarely leave my booth. I asked the guy at the booth next to me, hey, keep an eye on my stuff. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I ran down there, and they had just a table filled with Marks. But the majority of the stuff, there was a bunch of 999s. I don't think I saw any 666s. They had the 490s and the 400s. There were a couple Vanderbilts, but they were really, really rough, the ones that were left. But down at the end of the table, he had 1, 2, and 3 of these Alcos. And the price tag on them he had was $35 each. So I took a close look at them. I talked to him for a little bit. So now this first one, let's give these guys a spin. So this first one, somebody did a terrible, job of repainting. Almost looks like they used a brush to repaint it. I mean, they even painted the damn horn, which is bothersome because I knew you could have used the horn on one of these other ones. But I threw it on the track and take a look. It runs, and it runs pretty darn good. Now this particular one, I don't know if it doesn't have a light or if just the light bulb is burnt out on it. And with all of these are forward only pieces. And I'm thinking, because the interior on this is red, this might have been a 1055, very possibly. So the next one is, speaking 1055s, a 1055. So this one has the horn. The lettering on it is all in nice condition. And here again, I threw it on the track and voila, look at that. And the videos you're seeing of these on the track, that's literally the first time I put them on the track and put power to them. And they just took off. I mean, it's a little bit of sparking, which is understandable because the wheels are a little dirty and the pickups are a little dirty, but yeah, that's understandable. So the final one is a 1065 Union Pacific. Here again, put it on the track and look at that. She runs like a champ. Now this one is missing the horn right up here. But other than that, it's in pretty good condition. Got a couple little scratches right along the edge. Same with on this side. There's a couple little scratches right up here. But what I like is no damage to the front. I don't know if these are in the way or not. But no damage to the front end with all of these. There's a little bit of, well, actually on right up here, there's a little bit of scuffing. But, you know, the red lettering on it's nice and clean and it looks good. So, like I say, the only one that's really, and it's sad that they did such a terrible job of painting this one. But, you know, I mean, we can always remedy that, right? Just take it apart and redo it. So, all right, so that about, let me double check. Yeah, that about wraps it up. Oh my God, guys, there was one thing I completely forgot about telling you about. So this was shot on May 4th. So for you Star Wars fans, may the 4th be with you. So I'm standing in my booth and I'm hearing R2-D2 off in the distance. I'm going, what the heck is this? Around the corner comes this guy with a remote control in his hand, running a full-size R2-D2. So here's a cool, quick little video of it. And yeah, this was a kind of a highlight of my day. I don't know why. I really liked this a lot. So yeah, it was cool. So we'll show you this video and then get back to what we were talking about.
We'll be at Union Station this year. Yeah.
One last thing, and you're going to hear me going on and on and on about this. I still need to get a little bit more information, but in between now and the end of June, you're going to, every video I'm going to be mentioning this. There's a new train show happening in the Chicagoland area. This train show will be in Lisle, Illinois, at the Lisle Park District. I will be giving you more address information on that. This is the show that I talked about in my last video. To be honest with you, it wasn't a great show last time, but he has secured a little bit more space, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought he said he got more space. But this is a show that if he keeps with it, the guy's name is Ed that's going to be running it. If he keeps with this could end up becoming a really good show, because where he's doing this show, they have a lot of room to expand. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this. It's the last Sunday of June. I believe the date is the 29th. Let's double check that on the here. Yes. Yep, it's on the 29th of June, Sunday. And as far as I know, admission is going to be free. It was free at the last one, and he says he wants to try and keep it at, with free admission. If you're a collector and you're in the Chicago area and you got stuff you want to sell, the tables are going to be somewhere in the $20 to $25 range. He's still working on a lot of the details. The biggest cost when you're doing a train show is insurance, so he's still waiting to get that all figured out. But I think this might possibly have the potential of becoming another really good train show for the Chicago area. This won't be a monthly show. He's thinking about probably every maybe 2 to 3 months, 4 times a year, which is I think that's pretty good. Stay tuned. We're going to get you more information as I get more information on it. But I've already committed to being in that show. We'll see if it's going to be a hit or not. The only way it's going to be a hit is if you come to that show and see me along with everybody else. All right, so I think that kind of wraps it up. Are we forgetting anything? Oh, t-shirts. Man, I did great with, I almost did better selling t-shirts today than I did selling trains. So if you want a t-shirt, go into the show description, and all the information on how to get those t-shirts is there, or come and see me at the show. I always have t-shirts at the show. My next batch, right now I only have them up to 2X. With the next order that I'm placing, I'm definitely going to get 3X, and I'm still wondering whether or not I'm going to get 4X. People are loving the shirts, and I love the fact that people are loving the shirts. So, it's a good way to support my channel, and I believe that covers it, guys. So let me get this stuff cleaned up. I got a little bit of work on the layout to do, and some other, anytime I do a show, I have to go through all my inventory a second time, because it's going to be kind of easy this time because I sold stuff, but not a lot of stuff. And so that covers it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. You know the routine on that. Hit the notification bell so you know when all my new videos are coming out. If you'd like to, you can follow me on Facebook. PaPaVille Gauge Trains and Stuff. I don't really post a lot. It's more of sharing stupid stuff that I see once in a while, and then I always post links to the videos that I make in that too. So aside from that, another shout out. Oh, where did I write it down? Met a young man, Hank. It's the, I have to find it. Where is it? It's somewhere. Hank, the ATM, either rail fan or train fan. If I find the sheet of paper that I wrote it, I'll put the look. That's his YouTube channel. Nice young kid, very knowledgeable. And who else was there? Ben from Sandwich, I believe it was, right? Yeah, Ben from Sandwich, Illinois. Here again, I have it written down somewhere, and I just don't know where I put it. This place is, a tornado went through here. I mean, I don't know what happened. I've gotten really messy over the last, my workbench is a complete disaster. The table here is a complete disaster. I got crap piled up all over the place. I need to get all this organized, and but it takes time, and lately I haven't had a lot of that. But over the next couple of weeks, my next train show I'll be doing will be Wheaton again, the first Sunday in June. There is no July Wheaton show. That's why I'm going to do that one on the last weekend in June in Lisle. So, all right, guys, I'm rambling. Sorry. Thanks for watching, as always, and we'll check you next time. Choo-choo!